Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me. My name is Rachel Lid Smith, and I'm from Stamping Flair. I'm an independent Stamping Up demonstrator based in Melbourne. Today, I have got a stand-up card to share with you. It's a very simple fun fold, and following the tutorial by Srishti Patel, I love easy fun folds, and I like to share that with you. And so you might like to craft with me. I am. I'll be sharing the measurements in metric. We'll create the fun fold, and then I'll be using the charming duck pond bundle to um, decorate it and finish it off. So I hope you stick around and enjoy this little card. So basically, to start off with, you need an A4 sheet of cardstock, and we're going to cut it down vertically in half. So at the 10.5 mark, I'm just going to bring my trimmer here, and you can see, you will see right here, the 10.5. We're just going to cut that straight down so you get two, basically, card fronts if you do 10 fold cards. Then we're going to cut this to the length of 26 centimeters. So extend the arm of your trimmer, cut that down. And then we're going to do some scoring. So keep your arm extended. And I'll share with you the measurements when you're scoring on the Stampin' Up trimmer, or this. Use the gray blade there. So your first score line is going to be at 2.5. It's on the long side. Then 6.5. Then 9. This is in centimeters. 13. 17. So that's just past that extension where we opened up. 17. 19.5. and 23.5. So just, and then we will burnish those lines in a second. Now you can either use your trimmer for this next step, but I prefer to use my the scalpel end on my take a pick tool. So with the crafter's tips, I prefer that because you're going to have to do some cutting. So if you fold this in half, basically on the 13 centimeter line where you scored, so it's going to be that mark, you can use your glass mat, which is available at the moment for sale, and it won't cut through. But I'm just iffy, and I just like to keep it pristine. So I've got my self-healing cutting mat, and this is just a cheapo one from Kmart. But the glass mat is available while supplies last, and that's a nice surface to work on. I use it. I'm just not got it showing at the moment because of the light reflection, but other than that, it's really nice. So it's great work surface. Just didn't want it reflecting on you. So the 10.5, I'm gonna just give a centimeter on either side. I'm gonna make sure I have a piece of cardstock, so it will fit in here. So you can mark yourself a centimeter on either side. I sort of eyeballed it, but for the purpose of this, just to make it easier, you can kind of you want to create a slit on that line. It's a little bit tricky to see. I get it on this on the darker cardstock, but I should have done that pen mark on the other side, shouldn't I? That's okay. I'm using this ruler just to go like that. That should have cut through. Yeah, I can feel it. That's cut through. So now you've got a slit in that center. Now I'm going to burnish this. Just using your bond folder. And if you're working in Imperial, you'll work out like where they're the same marking, so you can work out how to when I show you the full piece. So basically these four, these two together, and these two are the same size, and this and this are the same size. All right. Then I've got a piece of cardstock which is 7 by 11.5. I've pre-cut this, so it's ready to go. And I'm going to be using this this charming duck font. So I cut it in pretty in pink, and then I've got a matte layer. So I'm going to stick these all together and have it all ready to go. And I've got some of this beautiful DSP. I just love that one. It's so nice. So this piece, the main piece you need to remember, because then your matte layers can be how you like it. It's 7.11.7 by 11.5 centimeters. No, we won't do that. Okay, so I'm just adding my matte layer on. I thought the white would add a nice contrast against that DSP. And so you do need this piece set up, ready to go. So the other pieces I have are some of the bits of designer series paper, and you need 2 pieces of so 10.1 by 2.1. So these are going to be the little side pieces here. I'm going to be using that side, and you need 4 pieces of 10.1 by 3.6. Now I changed it up. You can have the same piece if you like, but I wanted different pieces. So let's stick this down first. You can assemble it first if you prefer. And I love that gingham paper. It's pretty, isn't it? We need lots of sheets of that without anything on the other side. So these 2 end pieces are not going to have anything on it. Going to have this. So basically, so you can work out how you are going to stick your paper. And don't worry too much. You can either have them facing each other, or that way. I'd rather them facing sort of top to bottom kind of thing. But don't use a lot of pretty peacock. And when I picked this paper, I sort of had to go with it. Never liked it. No, I'm okay with it. I'm just, when it was an in color, I didn't like it. Now again here. And yeah, all this paper is quite cute. Most of it. I'm not too fond of the fishy ones, but they would work with some designs. Okay, so we have got this now, our panel ready to go with all that pretty paper. And then once it's going to form a box, pretty much. Make sure we splash that as well. So now you're going to fold these in. And it doesn't matter which way. So this one, going to bring in that other extra panel you had. And that's going to stick on there. So you can just glue that down and center it. So while this part is folded up, so bring that up, make sure it's sitting flush at the bottom. Then you're going to put glue all over this. And while I bring that through, I should have done that before, but that's okay. We're going to bring that through that little slit, and we're going to fold that. Let me show you. Fold that up. So you've got that. You're going to fold that up and bring that down to form your card. Just give my hands a bit of a clean. It's very gluey because I went and opened that now, which wasn't ideal. So that's basically the box part of like the card, the fun fold. Okay. And then you can, it's stand up card, right? That's your stand up. Now, at this point, you need to work out how you want to like it's decorated and how you want it to appear for your recipient. So it fits inside a regular envelope. So if you put it like this, you can decorate you've got all that space to decorate it with. However, you can do it this way where you can have it like a surprise element. And if you do want it like that, you would have to make it it would have to be very flat. Whatever you put would have to be just a very not much on dimensionals. It would just have to just probably be single stamping element and maybe pop it up here. So I'm going to do it this way where I can embellish a bit more here. So, and then you've got the bottom there. Your box will sit up like this. You can see that. I'll show you another card once I'm done. What I've so thinking we may do one of these ducks. Maybe that one. The last card I made with this set was also a fun fold, which is quite funny because this just happened that way, not planned at all. And I'll just go and pick this one again. I thought, oh, that is all right. So I've got some basic white cardstock, and because it's like quite the colors are like pretty in pink and quite bright, I might do a more muted dark. I will still use some pretty peacock on it just to bring that color in. And I'm stamping in here so I can die cut it later. So we'll bring some pretty peacock, maybe some neutrals, like natural tone colors, and I'll bring a scrap piece so I can color on it. And we'll add in some, maybe some grey granite or something. Or crumb cake would work. Let's see. I'm making decisions as I go along. So that's fine. All right, so we'll start with crumb cake, so with our lightest color, and make sure you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to color like this. Just following the markings on the stamp. I'm going with a bit of the darker tone. Next, let's see how dark this is. Might be a little bit dark, but this is medium deep SU300, so that combo. Going back in with my crumb cake to blend that in. Now, pretty peacock might be a bit dark on this, and that's all right. I wanted this head more on the dark side. I'm going to, so it's not going to be really strong. I'm using my color lifter to color that in, head in, and that's just going to mute that pretty peacock when I drop that color down. So straight away you can see the difference in color as opposed to here. If I did it here, it's a darker shade. You can see. So applying the color lifter first helps. I'm going to bring that into my crumb cake section. And I'll go in with a dark, pretty peacock there. And I want a more concentrated color. I'll bring in dark crumb cake. go with the light crumb cake. So I have a feeling, I haven't used this, like you saw me pull it out for the first time, that's that. But it's always good to try something out when you're recording. Sorry, I just pulled that out. Let me pull that back so you can see me stamp this. All right. Maybe I will get another piece of cardstock just to be on the safe side, huh? Nothing. Let's stamp that in black again, or should I go with the darker green? Maybe a darker green. Do you like my thought process here? Goodness, you hear it getting into my mind. Aha. So something's got to go on this. So those little gadgets are on that. So we can cut that. And we can stamp that. So these things, we can do them in nice yellow. They would be nice. Just a sort of, I think that's peach pie. We'll go with peach pie. And that kind of ties in with pumpkin pie on the same sort of colors, and then it sort of blends in with our this is where I think they should go. Okay, so we have our die cut pieces, which I have here. I think it needs a bit of something to tone it down with a little bit of crumb cake. I think would be nice. Just something, maybe a circle or something, just to make it a little bit less busy. And I think that would make the images stand out a little bit better. So I'm just rummaging to get a little bit of crumb cake cardstock. And we may just use, you can use any circle die or whatever you've got. Sorry, I'm turning my back to the camera, but we've got Spotlight on Nature, which is a lovely little die. We don't, it's die set. You get 12 dies, all circles in different styles. Lovely edges. And I think that size would just not overrun it, like not overtake the design. So let's die cut that. Not a huge circle because then the balance wouldn't be right. You'll have a big circle and a little panel there. So that's why I wanted the smaller one, but it'll be sufficient to add a contrast. Isn't that pretty? It's got that beautiful edging on it. It's a good little die set. Got lots. So when you are decorating this, just leave it flat. It's probably the best way, so you know whereabouts to leave it, and very nice to that paper. I just want to cover it up, but let's put it somewhere there. On the side, I'll get some dimensionals. And just put a couple there, and then we can work our elements around it. So we can have one up and one down. One up, one down, like that. Perhaps like that. Oh, he's cute, isn't he? How cute is he? Bring in some small dimensionals for these little guys. You can see where I kind of messed up my stamping at the back. That's when I was testing out how to stamp this and figured out the stamping the tops of the plant was better than the greenery. So I haven't stuck it fully down. I've just placed that. I am kind of setting it so I can see where I want it to go. Then maybe that way. That might work nicer. Some fullness, and then we have the duck there. So press that down firmly. Well, before I put my duck, I'm just going to add some splatters on that. I do this all the time. I think of splatters after I've stuck it down, and then I've got to do some covering up. It's like, oh, let's do some splatters. Great idea. And then I've got to cover that up. So, just bringing in one of the darker colors, which is this is SU300. It's very likely to go somewhere I don't want it to go. So I'm just going to cover that up. And if it does go somewhere I don't want it to go, that's okay. That's how it's meant to be. And I just have some there. You can just see it. I go with it. Now with the sentiment, we can either add it here. I think it'll look lovely. I'm not quite sure about this guy here. I have a feeling I might need a third one of these, but let's see. Not much. I will stick with that. So there we've got your card. just falls like that. Right, so the sentiment, whatever you choose, you can either put it there, and even with this case, I can move that up a bit if I wanted to just jig up the sentiment. Or you could even put it somewhere there. That's I'm just changing this position because I may put the sentiment right in there. Yeah, so you can even have it on the fold there, which would be nice. So let's go with, I think, a nice long happy birthday. Always need a happy birthday, and it's always nice to get a fun fold for the happy birthday, isn't it? A bit of a cute little one. So now that I've got some splatters on that, let's use that. And let's go with Pretty Peacock. Why not? Might color those leaves in too after the fact, but that's all right. I'm going to stamp over those splatters. I've got some ready-made ones, so why not use them? And trim that down a little more. And I'm going to bring in some watercolor pencils. I might just fill in those leaves. Just for some additional color, just roughly. This is not the greatest way to color it. You would do it before, but I have this bright ideas after. I always do it with stuff like this. But that is the beauty of creativity. And you go, oh, I'll add this and I'll add that. And I'm obviously not able to fill in all those bits, but I'm okay with that. I'm just adding a bit of shading at the bottom. Yeah, I'm using garden green. Use whatever colors you have. If you have the new set, I haven't got the new assortment one, and it's been on my, I need to get that, but I haven't got it. So I just make do with what I've got. Just adds a little bit of color. And we've got our sentiment. I think he's going to just sit there. Maybe at an angle. And both sides. This is an angle. Risky. Yeah. I'm happy with that. I might even trim that a bit more. Then it gives that base so that the plant's not just stand, not on floating, I should say. So now this is sort of sitting up a bit, so I'm going to put a couple of dimensionals on the left, so it's sitting on top of each other. And it's going to give some added dimension, so it balances well. And then you'll have one on this side. And if it doesn't sit right, you can always take one off, but I think it'll just give you that nice balance. And the speckles look really cute on that. For embellishing, clear the decks here. We've got, this is part of that suite, and I might just go with some of, look at my fingers, of these neutral ones. He doesn't want to stay on. I probably pulled it out too many times and it's just refusing. Maybe one up there. These are self-adhesive. I've just tested this one. I'll take a big tool, that'll help. Leave that there. And then I'll bring a large one down here. I love the neutral color, or the speckled of that as well. It's just nice. And one there, maybe one there. Right, that's our card done. I hope. Oh, sorry, that was really close, wasn't it? Apologies. I just pulled that in to show you. I hope you've enjoyed that. A nice, simple, fun fold. I think this is one that lends itself to making several, where you can, because it's just not too much folding and things like that. So you could just make a whole lot, cut a whole lot of cardstock, make it. I'm going to show you another one, which I made. This is with the Wintry Treetops bundle. This suite is not out yet. It is coming in our September to December mini catalog. We got to play with this suite during our Creativity Now demonstrator event, and it's got beautiful paper. So I've used the paper instead of designer series paper, embossed some cardstock with the embossing folder that came with the suite, and I fussy cut some of the birds that came out of that suite, and I added some die cuts, and pretty much used the suite entirely, except for the sentiment is from one of our older sets, which is still around, Hope and Peace. So that's the two cards. This is the one we made today, and this is my the one I tried out, and I hope you've enjoyed it. If you give it a try, let me know how you went and which set you tried it with. Really lends itself to lots of fun for whatever the occasion is. As you can see, Christmas will make a great kids card as well. All right, thank you so much for joining me. I look forward to sharing with you again. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. You will get notifications of all my videos and as I upload them. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a great day. Bye-bye.